I hope you're well. I'm having a really great day. My dog is absolutely petrified of cars, so he's currently just sat here with me in my car, on my shoulder. That's where he sits and drive when I drive. So really, just a quick one today because I am out. And I just thought I'd check in and make sure everyone's doing well and we're all having a really great day. It's Friday, so we're looking forward to the weekend. Woo, 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 woo. Yay, be happy, it's weekend, good. So it's Friday, everyone's really excited, everyone's really happy, we're all having a great time, I'm sure. So, really trying to say something to you, because we all have like limiting beliefs. We all have something in our head that is sometimes like, it can be a bit concerning, it can bother us, it can make us not do something, we can live in a place of fear and we can not do something because we're scared of it. Like, there's so many different things and it stops us from doing so much, right? Hello, who's jumping on? I can't see you. Say hello. Yeah, so ultimately our limiting beliefs have once served us, okay? The reason that we think in that way is because once upon a time that thought served us and it was helping us and it was helping us to do something. So it's a really, really great way, a really great thing to be doing. Excellent. Just taking a short break here, apparently. Dog's knocking himself out on the steering wheel. Yay! Darcy's happy. So they all served us at one point, and our brain ultimately, I'm trying to make this like non-scientific, because sometimes it can get a bit like complicated, but ultimately our brain is like a 2 million year old brain. It is old, it is not evolved. We, in our brains, all we do is seek problems. All we do is seek something that triggers an alarm and it'll find the problem. That's what we programmed to do. It's there so it would protect us in times where we had massive predators. Now we don't have those predators anymore and we're not in that place anymore. And ultimately we've actually evolved, and I know you probably read the news and you're probably petrified of everything, but we're in a much safer world than what we used to be. And we don't need to be in fear, we don't need to live in fear anymore. But our brain doesn't do that. Our brain doesn't think that way, funnily enough. It just seeks the negative, it seeks a problem, and it goes into panic. All our brain does is there for survival and reproduction. That is literally all it's there for. And I think, yeah, fair enough, like, we get it, but those thoughts, and that once served us, but it doesn't serve us anymore. It doesn't serve us to think in that way. It doesn't serve us to have that process. It just kind of hinders you. It stops you from doing all the things that you want to do. It kind of keeps you in a really negative place, and in a place whereby you're living in fear. You're constant, every single thing you think, you can probably find a reason that you shouldn't do something. You could always, like, you really want to go, I don't know, say you like theme parks. You want to, he really, really doesn't like this. Say you like theme parks, okay? And in your theme park, like, your alarm bell's saying, I shouldn't do that. I mean, I hate theme parks, but if you were a person that liked theme parks, you'd be like, oh my God, I really love it. I can't wait to go to a theme park. And then, like, there's a reason why you shouldn't go to a theme park, because you watched something on the news and something bad happened to somebody in a theme park. There's always a reason. There is always a reason to not do something. There always is, and you're always going to find it and you're always going to have it there. But your choice is whether you're going to listen to that reason not to do something or do something, and you're going to make that choice based on that. But if you're constantly living and working from a fear-based thing, then you're never ever going to grow. You're never ever going to evolve. You're never going to give yourself a chance, because your brain is still living in the dark ages and there's no need for it anymore. Like, there's just no need. There's no need to think in that way. So once you realise and actually understand that actually your brain isn't in a place, hi Holly, that your brain actually isn't in a place anymore where we do need to survive, and that we don't constantly need to seek out problems, then it kind of gives you a lot more power over your thoughts. And also, the reason that we are thinking or we are having those thoughts is because they are serving you on a subconscious level. So say, hypothetically speaking, you are scared of what people think of you. On a subconscious level, the reason that is serving you now is because it's stopping you from playing small, and you don't have to be visible. You can go, oh, but I don't want to upset somebody, or I don't want them to think this of me, or I don't want them to think that of me if I start this or if I do this. and you're projecting your limiting beliefs on somebody else, so you're not then taking ownership of it. So if that's you, if that's who you are and you're that sort of person, then maybe think about whether or not it's actually your thoughts and your limiting beliefs, or whether you're projecting that onto somebody else. And also, I think that you need to, best way to overcome it is figure out what that is, find out why it's serving you, why it's protecting you at the moment, why are you still thinking in that way. And that can be around anything. It can be around, you know, where you are in your relationships, it can be the way you think about yourself, it can be the way you think about other things. Like, there's all sorts of different reasons that you can think in such a way, but ultimately you have to have that and understand how that does serve you. And it is in that moment, or it did at one point serve you. It might have been, you know, you might be scared of what people think because at school it was like kind of dog eat dog, and it could have been that, and that's why you're still thinking in such a way. But we don't live like that anymore, and we're not in school anymore, so we don't have to think, and we just don't, our brains just don't evolve with the times ultimately. And even in short periods of time, it's not evolved in certain decades that we grow as people. So I think that that's something. And also, the best way to overcome that is to reaffirm the opposite belief. So if you are, I'll stick with the same analogy, if you are concerned about what people think of you, then affirm all the time that you don't care what people think. It is not your concern what people think, that you're completely in love and believe and have so much conviction in yourself that it doesn't matter what other people think. And then you're going to start reaffirming that. So as soon as you understand what your limiting belief is and you can see it, then figure out why it's serving you, and then reaffirm the opposite belief. That transition is so incredibly powerful. That it can really change how you are and change how you think on things. So if you try that, that's let me know how you get on with that sort of technique. That's something that I use today. I mean, I journaled this morning for about 3 hours, and I broke down like 6 areas of my life and did that because I just found it really useful for me to see what my limiting beliefs are. Because even I, as a person, even I have limiting beliefs, even I get scared about things, even I become nervous at stuff sometimes, and that's even somebody that trains all the time as with my mindset. So I'm just saying that that's such a normal thing. Everybody has it, and we continue to have it. It doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter where you are in anybody, any single person. Anybody that tells you that they don't have a limiting belief is a massive liar, because even Tony Robbins will have a limiting belief for something at some point. But he just knows how to tackle it a lot quicker than most of us. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that's been useful. Any questions, let me know. And we are off back home today, I think. Me and little Darcy, we're going to take the drive to Blackpool. Do you fancy the sea? Yeah. Okay guys, I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely weekend.